Black Myth: Wukong is an upcoming most highly anticipated action role-playing game by Chinese indie developer Game Science, based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. Many were impressed of its gameplay and visuals with the power of Unreal Engine 5. It's Starfield here, folks. We've got our suits on and our spaceships running, ready to take off for that big off-space Skyrim in the stars. In the gameplay reveal for Starfield, Todd Howard said that the fully explorable galaxy in Starfield will contain over 1,000 planets. Made possible with a mix of handcrafted content and procedural generation, each planet can be landed on and explored on foot. Will a lot of them just be wastelands with minerals to harvest? Probably, but so are most real planets. Dragon's Dogma II has been a long-awaited announcement for a while now. Hopefully, we play this game soon because development of Dragon's Dogma II is progressing well, said director of Capcom. Dragon's Dogma II is a fantasy action RPG. During the game, players explore a large world with an open structure, complete quests, and most of all, fight through a very complex system of battles. Dive back into the unique world of GreedFall again in an even deeper RPG experience. Uprooted from the island of your birth, find your freedom, explore the old continent, and forge your destiny through alliances, scheming, and battles. Avowed might be one of the most anticipated projects in Obsidian Entertainment's development pipeline. If the team is comfortable with its current rate of progress, 2024 is quite possibly the year that everyone can get a closer look at Obsidian's first AAA RPG as a part of Xbox Game Studios.
And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Unannounced Project has released a Witcher 3 inspired game. Based on the best-selling novel The Bird That Brings Tears, is undoubtedly an ambitious project and one we're patiently waiting for. It will have its own fantasy world, many characters with profound lore, and some conflicting beliefs that will leave you questioning morality in-game.
But the pain lingers. Necks severed. Bodies ripped apart. This nightmare will haunt me for eternity. Heartless beings like yourselves could never know my agony. My torment when she mourned before my eyes. Body torn into pieces.
The Lords of the Fallen introduces an all-new, epic RPG adventure in a vast, interconnected world more than 5 times larger than the original game. Explore a vast, interconnected worlds, journey across 2 expansive, parallel worlds in your epic quest to overthrow a dire. While the living realm presents its own brutal challenges, untold terrors lurk in the nightmarish realm of the dead.
Also crucial for player immersion. UE5's Chaos Physics engine facilitates advanced simulations for clothes, chains, hair, belts, and a whole lot more. This helps to substantially enhance the secondary motion in all our characters, making their movements look much more lifelike. The lighting in Lords of the Fallen takes full advantage of Unreal's brand new Lumen GI. We've been able to light our complex environments in real time, meaning we can immediately see the effect of a light bounce, for example, without waiting for the traditional slow baking processes. Watch how the lighting reacts as we move our light source around this environment.
Assassin's Creed Red is one of the exciting new upcoming Assassin's Creed games announced. The Assassin's Creed codename Red reveal trailer was just 30 seconds long, but it was big on surprises. It will take players to feudal Japan for an open-world RPG experience. The Elder Scrolls VI is undoubtedly one of the most highly anticipated games of all time, given that it's a successor to Skyrim and the rest of the beloved RPG series. It was announced at E3 2018 as being the next major project to be released by Bethesda Game Studios after Starfield. Microsoft Phil Spencer stated in November 2021 that the Elder Scrolls VI would most likely be exclusive to PC and Xbox systems. Former BioWare executive producer Mark Dara has returned to work on Dragon Age Dreadwolf as a consultant. On top of that, EA also told the site that as production on the next Dragon Age moves forward, the bulk of the Mass Effect development team will join in to help get it finished. So hopefully, we play this game soon.
We've got your back. I've got your back. Demons, dragons, darkspawn. Even the Dreadwolf.
Its treasures call out.
Welcome to Pax Dei, a vast social sandbox MMO inspired by the legends of the medieval era. Here, myths are real, ghosts exist, and magic is unquestioned. Travel the relative safety of the Heartlands and find the perfect plot of land on which to build your home. Protected by the grace of the divine, your village is a safe harbor where your clan can grow and prosper.
And the dangers. This world, it is for us. Here, together, we can build ourselves a home.
CD Projekt Red has confirmed that The Witcher 4 is now in development, but since that original announcement, the developer has been pretty quiet on the project. Despite rumors that one of the new Witcher games appears to have been completely rebooted, but that's another project, Sirius. We don't know much about it at this stage, but we do know that The Witcher 4 will be the first game of a multi-game saga that will be a part of the new AAA RPG trilogy. Remnant 2 is a 3-person cooperative shooter sequel, featuring even more deadly worlds, unique loot, and costly beasts. Remnant 2 plunges players deeper into a devastated world, requiring a mix of methodical and frenetic ranged and melee combat against cunning enemies and punishing boss battles. Behemoth takes us on a journey to a bleak fantasy land known as the Forsaken Lands. This once vibrant and beautiful area changed beyond recognition when it was struck by a mysterious plague. Through it, cities began to fall into ruin and people into madness. We take on the role of a sickly wanderer who roams the territory and hunts giants called behemoths, trying to find a cure for the disease consuming the land and its inhabitants.
Breath. This place is relentless. It devours everything. And soon, it will take your mind. I have found no meaning to this struggle. When the end comes for you, do not yield.
Throne and Liberty are a brand new IP from developer NCSoft, previously Project TL, while in development. Throne and Liberty is an upcoming MMORPG that was originally planned as a next-gen version of Lineage before becoming its own entity. Throne and Liberty don't have a release date yet, but it will be coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X or S, with support for cross-platform play. Stellar Blade is a hack-and-slash action-adventure role-playing game being developed by Korean studio Shift Up. The main character of Stellar Blade is Eve, who, along with her companions, lands on the devastated Earth to take the fight to the enemy. On the spot, she meets Adam, one of the few survivors. Together, they go to the city of Zion, once a vibrant place, and now the last bastion of humanity.
그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘나신 분들은 우주로 달아나고 나간 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
마더스피어의 구원을 아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가
To ruin. Atlas Fallen is an open-world action role-playing game, while more focused on melee combat than magic. Master the sands to explore a unique fantasy world teeming with secrets, locales, and dangers, and hunt legendary creatures alone or with a friend in heroic, super-powered combat.
You may think you have power, Your struggle is futile. I will bury you like the
The 16th standalone entry in the legendary Final Fantasy series marks a darker turn for the RPG franchise, with a complex tale of revenge, power struggles, and unavoidable tragedy. Final Fantasy XVI brings players into a world where icons are powerful and deadly creatures that reside within dominance. A single man or woman who is blessed with the ability to call upon their dreaded power. If you're unfamiliar with Lies of P, then the Pinocchio portion of its story might seem a bit out of place, but the events of the game are indeed inspired by the famous long-nosed wooden puppet. The twist is that, instead of enjoying a playful adventure with Mr. Geppetto, players will be subject to a punishing journey in a city filled with unspeakable horrors. Where Winds Meet is an interactive open-world game featuring action RPG, adventure, and martial arts developed by Everstone Games that puts players in the role of a swordsman facing unknown paths, where blood and swords intertwine at the beginning of the Northern Song Dynasty. It is in development for PC with a beta test planned for 2023. The Outer Worlds 2 is a sci-fi role-playing game being developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Microsoft. It was announced on the 13th June of 2021 at E3. The game will take place in a new star system with a new crew in what it looks set to be one of the biggest upcoming Xbox Series X games in the pipeline.
Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares. Now we see our hero, but only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is a JRPG with elements taken from the most popular Square Enix and Disney brands. The project offers an arcade combat system, a large selection of well-known characters, and graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5.
ずっと眠っていたの。ここはクアッドラトゥム。聖者の世界ではあるけれど、私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。
Join humanity's last stand as gods and guns collide in an all-new action RPG open-world adventure. In Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn, we find ourselves in a world doomed to destruction by the gods. Main heroine of the game, Norvanik, tries to destroy God's plans. The Awakener, Ryzen, is an open-world action RPG with a background of medieval fantasy world. Players can choose various carriers according to their fighting style and habits, and can recruit teammates to fight side by side. Take on the role of an adventurer and embark on a path of revenge and redemption for yourself. Enotria, The Last Song, is a Souls-like action RPG set in a fantasy world based off Italian folklore and culture. Take on your role as a force of change in a bright yet cursed world. Become its unmaker and warp its reality to your will to overwhelm your foes. Earthlock 2 is an open-world action RPG sequel with complex interlocking systems that work together to offer players extensive freedom to customize their own experience. Rise of the Ronin is a combat-focused open-world action RPG game which takes you on an epic and unfettered journey as a Ronin at the dawn of a new era in Japan. Based on the trailer and screenshots, this game seems like a mix between Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima, emphasizing exploration, fluid combat, and cinematic gameplay.
and our nation began to tear itself apart. Those who cleave to the past, those who embrace the new, and the Ronin, a warrior free of all masters and bonds. I will watch over you all as your blades carve a new future. Your time has come.